Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be your update for January 23rd, 2020. We have so much to go over. I almost have to look at notes while going over this here. We're going to discuss the Venus Whale War. It's going to be crazy. The Champions as group rewards, which is really becoming a trend because I'm seeing in mine, I'm getting Ray today. We finally know exactly what legendaries are going to be rebalanced. They're doubling multi-battles and adding them to dungeons, so that's going to be crazy. The battle pass, what is that going to be? When is it going live? The misleading ad debacle that went through for double ancients, we're going to discuss that. The downtime compensation for the maintenance that went longer than scheduled, and there was also a leaked wallpaper that has a ton of stuff to go over it in general. So yeah, definitely a crazy update video to get into. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so first, if we pull up the news, let's knock this out real quick. We've got downtime compensation, 300 energy, 2 clan boss keys, rank 5 chicken, and 100 gems. This was, you know, the game was having some issues coming out of the last update that went live kind of overnight for Americans and was kind of the most recent maintenance break, and it went a little bit longer than normal. Was experiencing some bugs, so yeah, some pretty decent compensation there coming through for that. All right, next, what are we going to go over? Yeah, so if we look at the tournament here, we can see this is really becoming a trend. My champion chase tournament, it might be different for you. I know the last one had Lysandra for me. Other people were getting like Royal Guard, Seeker, and stuff like that. They're really starting to do like the rank. They're doing much bigger groups. Yeah, like 250 people, and then the top prize has been like a really good champion or like a meta champion or a good legendary. So in my group it's Ray, and I almost kind of want to go for it because Ray is a legendary I don't have, and anytime you can get a non-duplicate legendary that at least fills into some decent roles like Ray does, it's kind of tempting, but I really don't want to pull my shards when it's not an X2, so stay tuned on that. But I think it's a very interesting choice to start doing this. They used to just have events be like Relentless Gear and Shards. This is adding a whole new dynamic, and if we see the global reward is going to be Venus, and I said in one of my videos I expected Venus to be one of the more crazy whale wars, and it's because she's so amazing in so many different areas of the game, and she's super meta for clan boss. Let me pull her up real quick. She's also a void legendary, so she's going to be very rare. Lots of your whales aren't going to have Venus yet, and basically all of your early to mid game players aren't going to have her. She's an exceedingly rare champion to get. But yeah, she has a base speed of 112. She places poisons. She places decreased defense and weaken. She places HP burn. She has a dual ability with Cupidus. She has an all battle HP aura. She is insane. She is such a generally useful champion and in my god tier on my legendary tier list. And with her being void and so hard to get, I expect the whale war to be pretty fierce for her. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that. We finally found out what legendaries exactly are being rebalanced. It's going to be Sathalia, Yannica, Shamrock, Angar, and Foley. Now, I think we all basically have known for a while about Sathalia, Yannica, and Shamrock. The interesting ones are Angar and Foley. They're both kind of, I think Foley's a little bit better than Angar, but they're both kind of in that like underperforming realm. Like Angar's, yeah, probably worse than Foley, but I think it's a good choice for 5 legendaries. You don't really want to be rebalancing like 12 or 13 legendaries at once. I think I'm pretty happy with their choices. Those 5 are ones that could use some changes, and Sathalia, Yannica, and Shamrock, plus, well, Mashaled could definitely use some love. I would have threw him in there, and then I'd be pretty happy with it if it was those 6 legendaries. Mashaled, Sathalia, Yannica, Shamrock, Angar, and Foley. But honestly, they probably could have chose a few other ones instead of Foley. So all in all, I'm excited to see what they do there, and that should be really good for the game to rebalance those legendaries, because I've said this in other videos, there's really nothing worse or more like demoralizing than for a player to finally get a legendary and have it be garbage and feel like they can't even, you know, spend books on it or invest in it. So getting every legendary to at least be like usable should be a really big priority for Plarium. The battle pass. Okay, so Gosh, what is this going to be? Now, on the official Discord, I'll read you what they said about it. The Battle Pass is going to be new and exciting quests for you. So, we've already got like missions and quests and challenges. So, this is probably going to be, I hope it's some sort of like team mechanic, like your clan achieving certain objectives over the course of like a month-long battle pass, and then you get some huge reward at the end or something. But it's probably just going to be like a really in-depth, a bunch of different objectives to achieve over the course of like a season. I have no idea how the battle pass is going to work. They haven't leaked anything to us. Well, I guess if I couldn't share it with you, that's what you would want me to say. But no, but in all honesty, they have not shared anything with the content providers, or at least me, in terms of what the battle pass is. So I'm just speculating it's going to be some sort of quest completion mechanic, and it's going to have, like a reward system built in to kind of promote you doing a bunch of different things in the game. I'm excited to see how it turns out, because anytime we can get more layers of new content in Raid, that's always going to be a good thing. And then double multi-battles. Guys, this is amazing. Like, we can already, let me pull this up here. I think it's 40 for me. Yeah, so I can do 40 multi-battles a day because I have the Raid Pass. That means I'm going to have 80 multi-battles available. That's pretty good. I've always said that it should be 50 and 100. 50 for people who don't have the pass, and 100 for people who do. So they're getting pretty close to what it should have been all along. I think it's going to be, I don't know what you get without the pass, but getting 80 is pretty close to what I wanted it to be from the start. So that's great news. And they've always needed it to be in dungeons and instead of only the campaign. So again, excellent changes there. I am super stoked about that. All right, what else we got here? The misleading ad debacle. So I tweeted about this. This is crazy. So on my Twitter, this was the ad here. They accidentally wrote 2 times chances for epics and legendaries from ancient shards. Huge oversight. This is like the second time Plarium's done this. Plarium, there cannot be a third. We need a check and balances system before these things go out. I work in the finance industry, and we call it dual control. Anything that's super important or needs to be done properly and mistakes cannot be tolerated, you have something called dual control, where 2 separate people are both verifying that something is correct. We got to start doing that with these offers, because this cannot happen again. So what happened was they misled people into thinking it's a double chance for epics and legendaries. So they're like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing offer. I'm going to scoop up these ancient shards. And then it wasn't a double chance for legendaries. Obviously, we all know that now. So yeah, my tweet was, it's okay that Plarium made a mistake. It happens to everyone. The proper response would have been to activate ×2 ancients for 24 hours because of this mistake. That would have been the proper response, in my opinion. Like, if I were the game director for Raid, I would have said, hey, you know what? Our bad. We made a mistake. It's an honest mistake. We're going to go ahead and we're going to ×2 ancient shards for a day just to make up for it. And we're also going to send out some compensation for your troubles. That's how I would have handled it. But obviously, my opinion does not matter. That is just in a perfect world how I think it should have been handled. But yeah, those of you who got fooled and are looking for refunds or whatever happened, it didn't happen to me, but I definitely sympathize for you. And let me know down in the comments how it turned out for you and all of that. All right, and then we've also got this wallpaper here. This is a leaked image, an intentionally leaked image by Plarium. They wanted us to kind of look at this and speculate. So the thing that we obviously see here is this is the next clan boss, the Hydra here on the top left. And then I think we see like a tower type thing. That might be that hidden, tower in the dungeons or battle area. So hopefully that is coming soon. We've also got a polar bear here. Very interesting. So could be a new faction with a bunch of bears or wildlife or something. And an ice spider. I have no idea what that could possibly be. An ice spider. It could go along with like the polar bear faction, or they might be adding a bunch of cold themed champions or something, because this whole thing is really themed around like cold and ice. You can see the champion here, and the big one in the middle is dragging his weapon through the snow. An ice spider, a polar bear, a bunch of blue and snow and cold. So definitely a theme there. And then we see two champions we've never seen before. So these are obviously going to be new champions and possibly new factions. I heard somebody say that this emblem on the cape is one of the emblems for one of the new factions they've teased. So yeah, it looks like new clan boss, new champions, new factions, maybe a void tower, and a lot of cold theme coming through. So whatever you notice, definitely let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear what you think and your input on that. Anything else I'm missing here? I'll follow the Venus Whale War. I'll keep you guys up to date on exactly what these people are spending to get Venus. That'll be fun. Let's go over the offers real quick. We've got some interesting ones coming through in the shop. Conqueror Pack, not a whole lot to go over. This one here, I actually scooped up one of these because I thought it was pretty good. Let me plug it in just to be sure, though, here in the video. So we've got 600k silver. And we're going to do gems of 600. XP of 10 days, and 10 energy refills. That can't be right. Is that right? A 2.48? 600k silver, 600 gems, 10 days of XP, and 10 energy refills. Yeah, so this offer is really good. A 2.48. I feel like I did it before and it didn't grade out that well, but yeah, Anyway, it's a good offer. If you're the type of person to spend money on Raid, this is some of the better money you're going to spend. You're getting a lot of consistent, progression on your account for this $20. So in terms of the offers that they offer for progression, this is one of the better ones. So I like that one. Divine Crit Rate. This one's not bad, but I wouldn't recommend it. I think this one should be $19.99 in my opinion. So a little overpriced and one that I wouldn't really recommend super well. This one here, let's go $29.99. 1 million. Gems 1,000. None. Whoa, what happened? None, and then none, and 12 ancient shards. All right, so yeah, a 1.62. This is one that I wouldn't recommend. It's not quite good enough. I like the ones that are getting up there in that 1.9 range. This one's 1.6. It's not a bad offer by any means, but it's just a neutral one. It's not a great one or anything I'm going to be, breaking the bank to rush towards getting. So, yeah, sorry, a lot to cover there. My mind was kind of racing and going in a bunch of different directions at once. I hope I didn't mess this video up too much, kind of scrambling here. But yeah, we hope the patch will be coming out next week. That's what I'm thinking. I would assume it's going to be in the next week or two. If it's longer than 2 weeks away, I'd be surprised. So we're hoping for a week from now, maybe on Monday. And if not Monday, then the next Monday. That's typically when they push patches through, is like kind of the start of their work week. So that's what I'm thinking right now, is either this Monday or the next one after that. Let me know your thoughts on all the stuff, the leaked image, the ad debacle, the Venus Whale War. I always love hearing your input. It helps me out for future videos, and I really just enjoy learning from you guys. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.